The headaches, the lethargy, the no motivation to get out of bed, the lack of strength in your legs. It's not down to anything other, 9 times out of 10, than bloody pure. Okay, thanks. Yep, great. Iron Brew. Cure to baldness. Look, seriously, do you ever feel that you just gain weight looking at sugary food? You're riding hard, you're riding longer, faster, you're feeling fitter, but the scales say no. And then worst of all, you start running out of energy and you're running out of patience and you become frustrated and give up cycling. No, stop. Let's fix the biggest nutritional mistakes that are slowing you down, especially over the age of 50. By the end of this video, I will have you back in love with food, enjoying your cycling, and most of all, enjoying those bloody scales. Iron Brew, banned in America. Okay, tip number 1, you are not eating enough protein. I don't care what you're saying. Look, protein is essential for the recovery phase. There are 9 key amino acids in the system. What are they? Do you know? After this video, go and research. That's your homework. Find out the 9 and find out where you're getting them. Because the training, boom, is a punch in the face. You need to absorb it. Remember that. It is just the stimulus. You're as no good to anyone if you can't absorb the stimulus, adapt to it, and come back stronger. That's the process of training. I know you love the workout and the pain, but without the recovery, you're going nowhere. And that protein is essential for the repair. It's essential for our immune system. So without it, you're going to be dropped faster than you ever were before. You're never going to be able to keep up with anyone. And over a period of time, your legs are going to feel heavier and you're just going to become more miserable and more miserable. And remember, as you get older, you're losing lean tissue anyway. So lean tissue needs the protein to repair it. I mean, is it not just common sense? So please, look at where you're getting your protein, and I want you to get it from solid food. Your chickens, your eggs, your fish, wherever you're getting it from, and you try and take it 2 hours after those longer, harder rides. So maybe you've done a VO2 session, you've done a group ride, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Wait 2 hours because your nervous system is still in fight or flight. You want to get into the rest and digest and all jiggy with it so that your blood flow increases to your gut, so that your nervous system is a much better attuned to absorption. And try and avoid the protein shakes for the key protein after those hard workouts. Sure, you're guzzling it down and you look like some fucker from an advert. Hey, look at me, I'm Brad. It doesn't matter, okay, because solid is better. Save the protein shake for those days where you're not getting your full range of protein. How much? That 1.6 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight over a day. And you can start to dial into that number and say, well, I'm not going to get it on Tuesday because I have a long meeting at work, I have a visit to the family, my mother-in-law's coming round and I have to spend 5 hours tidying the house. You know the shit that you have to do, okay? Then it's okay. But try and follow a strategy that gives you those 9 key amino acids. What does the term key mean? No, it doesn't open the door. Your body's not producing them, so you have to bring them in. So whatever diet you follow, please get them in, because then your legs will start to feel insanely strong coming to a bike near you. Oh, it's still got a good heart. Hello. Yes, the muscle protein synthesis. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? Well, after the age of 50, your body becomes as stubborn as a Scotsman trying to buy a round of drinks at the bar at building muscle. So skimping on protein is like trying to patch a puncture with a tissue. It's not gonna happen. After 50, your body becomes a protein snob. It won't absorb the amino acids as efficiently as before. This is called anabolic resistance. Sounds like a villain from a Bond movie. But what it actually means is you need to build and maintain that muscle with a higher quality of protein. Stop spending money on all that shite that you've got in drawers, boxes, cupboards, under the bed that was going to make you faster, more attracted to the women. Spend it on a higher quality of protein. Because the workout, as the coach says, is just a stimulus. You need to recover better. Okay, my little beauty. I think a wee bit of the amber nectar in you will go down nicely. Yes. Okay, point number 2, you are under-fueling on your rides, especially those 90-minute to 3-hour rides. Why? I don't feel hungry, coach. I can just cruise through. That doesn't mean that you don't have to fuel because your body's making that adaptation. Okay, let me tell you this. A good zone 2 ride is going to take maybe 50-50 or 60-40 carbohydrate and fat, okay, for its fuel source, that carbohydrate, glycogen. You know that, but all 3 energy systems that keep you moving every day are always in play. You're never using 100% fat. So if you tell yourself, if I don't eat, I'm going to burn fat only, you haven't got the metabolic response to do that. Fat takes so much oxygen to break it down and you're not there yet. You need carbohydrate. So once you've expelled what you've got stored, that's it, baby. It's gone and you're gonna bonk, okay? There's that word again, and that's not a nice feeling. So what you have to understand is you need to fuel, and sometimes we only need around about 30 grams to 60 grams per hour on those longer rides. You can get through the first hour, but if you're gonna ride for 2 hours, ride for 3 hours, and you know that before you go out, pack accordingly. Have something that you can break down and eat on that ride. Trust me, the training is just the punch in the face. You need to remember that. You need to absorb that punch in the face so the next time you're punched in the face, yeah, you come back stronger. Recovery, recovery. Look after yourself on those rides because if you don't apply a fueling strategy over a month, over 6 months, you're gonna get slapped in the face with a fish's tail and kicked up the ass. You won't be able to continue your cycling. Yeah, you'll be starting to blame overtraining. Oh, you'll start to blame the boss. You'll start to blame your partner. You'll start to blame the kids, the dog. It's you. Take responsibility and eat smartly. You get fit on the bike and lean in the kitchen. Tattoo on someone, that should be. Bonking. It's not just for the pros, is it? It's for anyone who thinks that willpower is the fuel source. Spoiler, it's not. When you underfuel, your body raids its own muscles for energy. It's called muscle catabolism. Yeah, it sounds like cannibalism because it is. So unless you want to eat your own quads, you probably better start eating enough carbohydrates instead. You see, your brain and your muscles run on glucose and glucose alone. You starve them and you'll be swerving along the road like our Annie when she started learning to drive the tractor. Okay, I love sharing these points because I know they work, okay? Because they've worked with all my other clients. But you want a little bit more because I've only got a short amount of time with you on YouTube. I recently did a presentation with my club members where I went through the fast lane to bulletproof longevity in under 30 minutes. The presentation went so well, I want to share it with you for free. A Scotsman giving away something for nothing here. Yes, for free. Just click on the link, okay? We go into these topics in a little bit more detail because I got a little bit more time. Yes, 30 minutes. Have you got 30 minutes? That's all. Could change your life. Click the link. Okay, point number 3. Look, just probably through culture, probably through laziness, there's so many reasons. You've become addicted to sugary foods. Yeah, you've become absolutely addicted to them. And they're everywhere. Energy gels, nutritional drinks, they're there all the time. And the thing is, you don't need them as much as you think. Sure, they're going to give you that hit when you're going fast. You're at zone 4 and above. You're in a race, you're in an event, you're doing a hard VO2 max workout. Okay, great. But you've got an hour of stored fuel anyway for those workouts. Are you really racing longer than that? You see, the thing is, you've become so adverse to using real food because the mass marketing giants have told you, hey, if you have this energy gel, you will have 25 more watts. No. It's nonsense, okay? Get yourself trained on real food, more complex carbohydrates. That's why the simple banana is so easy to have. It's going to give you 20 to 30 grams of carbohydrate in an hour. You just bite it, one bite at a time. But there are so many other products and you can make a lot of them. I challenge you to do that. Try and get outside of the habits that you've fallen into. By breaking them, you're not only going to improve your training, but you're going to improve your general health. Don't fall foul of simple sugars because it's easy and quick. That's laziness, okay? You're a warrior, you're a cyclist, you can go the extra mile, and training is just a stimulus. You've got to adapt and recover. So fuel properly. Train yourself on more solid food, especially during those 2 to 3 hour rides. Always have a gel, break glass in emergency, sure, put it in your rear pocket, and if you start to bonk, I love that word, get it out and have it, okay? But if you follow a strategy of small amounts of more complex carbohydrates on that ride through solid food, you'll be okay. Sports nutrition, or otherwise known as the adult candy bar. By the way, don't be typing into the internet anything with the word adult. You stick to those emergency gels as emergencies, not as your main source of carbohydrate. Try and build your nutrition around foods that are not built in factories. Aye, think about that. If it comes in a cardboard box, it's a load of shite. Point number 4. You've fixed your protein, you've got your fueling levels up, but you still feel sluggish and your legs feel like lead weights. Hydration. And not just hydration, your nutrition as well. You see, on your ride, you're probably drinking 1 bottle for every 3 hours and thinking, that's okay, I don't have time to really drink, sipping and spinning it. Stop it. Your hydration is life, and you know that. Look, I don't want to hear any bullshit, well, I haven't got time when I'm working really to drink as much, coach. Have you got a mouth? Have you got a mouth? Yeah, have you got a hand that works? You've got access to a tap? You can drink. Look, let me give you some simple strategies. As you finish your exercise, whether it be indoors or outdoors, and I don't care if you're wearing 20 base layers and it's cold, you're still sweating, right? Weigh yourself before, weigh yourself after. In your birthday suit, yeah, get it all out and jiggy. What you lose in that workout is sweat. Replace it over 4 hours. Or try to, depending on the time that you're finishing, 4 hours, and add 500 milliliters for passive sweat. Yeah, you're sweating all the time, you fanny. All the time. Here's another little tip. When you go to the toilet for a number 1, yeah, have a drink afterwards and do the colour test. Look at the damn thing. If it looks like a pint of lager beer, yeah, okay. Strong one, of course, yes, because I know you're so macho, right? Women as well. Drink. It's such a simple thing because once it's a dark colour, it's too late. Don't become dehydrated. And your electrolytes, they're easy to get. You can have an electrolyte tablet every 3 days or something if you're really sweating. But the signs and symptoms of dehydration, low electrolytes, the headaches, the lethargy, the no motivation to get out of bed, the lack of strength in your legs, it's not down to anything other, 9 times out of 10, than bloody pure hydration. Drink to win, drink to live. Cheers. Yes, let's toast water. In Scotland, we have some of the finest water in the world. Visit and see. That was a public announcement from the Scottish Tourist Board. Yes, the old electrolytes. I'm not sweating, coach, so I don't need any. And then you're screaming like my dog at 3 a.m. when the cramp kicks in. You see, even mild dehydration slows recovery. You've got to fix it now, or you'll be drying up like a prune over the next 48 hours. But more importantly, you'll be wondering why your legs feel like lead and you've got no energy and all that motivation has gone. That is dehydration and loss of electrolytes, okay? Don't give me any of your excuses. I'm too busy to drink water. You've got a mouth, you've got a working hand, and you've got a tap that pours the stuff out. Drink, you fanny. You must be able to do that, at least. Yes. Okay, point number 5. Most important point? Well, actually, yes, it is. Easiest one to do? Yes. Most complex for people to put into practice? Yes. And the whole idea is people are eating as if they're 12 years old still. Okay, yeah. Your metabolism has changed, especially after the age of 30, but you still deploy a strategy of just eating what's there. Or it's a behavioural response, the things you used to like when you were a kid. Look, you've got to adapt and change because your absorption levels have changed. So here's what I want you to do. Real simple. I want you to turn your nutrition into a restaurant. You're the chef, you're in charge, and I want you to review everything that you eat. I want you to think about what I've said in terms of proteins, those empty, simple carbohydrates, easy for me to say, that you're chewing on. Look, the thing is, you're going to review and you're going to give 5 stars to everything that's high nutritional value, that's adding to the recovery. Remember, the workout is just the stimulus. You give 1 star to the shit. Start to look at it over a week. Everything you eat, write it down. And now what I want you to do is not remove the 1-star foods. I want you to leave them there, because if you deprive yourself of them too quick, you'll only crave them. I want you to add at least 1 5-star food a week, and I want you from scratch to make a meal. If you've got a family, get them sat down and get them all eating what you've made. Start to take pride in what you eat. This is your restaurant. I want it all 5 stars. Within 1 to 3 months, yes, it takes time, you will have everything as 5-star, because you will roll out the red carpet for what you're eating, and it will just become so absurd, so ridiculous, so thick, stupid. You'll just be a wanker if you eat the 1-star foods, because you know that, okay, they're a little treat, but they're not bringing you the value for your training, but also for your health, your energy, your longevity. Try it for 1 month. Turn your restaurant into a Michelin star restaurant. You can do it. I trust you can do it. Come on, you can do it. Back in the day, you could eat an entire pizza and somehow wake up lean, but not now. The pizza follows you around for weeks like some terrible Tinder date. Think of food as fuel. It's a documentary of your life, not a comedy show. I would have every single person on the planet cook from scratch at least 1 meal a week, like the coach says. Try it. Even if it tastes like a bag of shite, you've still made the effort, and you can only get better. Hey, once we've got the eating habits fixed and you've got that new routine, what about the training? You keep going on about the stimulus coach. I've got a video ready for you. You just click on that link and it will take you to a video that will show you the main mistakes made by older riders. Fix that. Fix your eating. Oh my word, you're gonna be sexy forever. Hey look, as always, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. I'm here every single week. There's 30 years of knowledge that I want to share. Okay, you take care, keep spinning, keep smiling. I'll see you in the next video.